Hi everyone, I'm just got back. I've been away for a week, so I sound a bit fed up because I'm a bit fed up about some shit. But I've been going through a rough time at the minute. My nan, she passed away about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm a bit fed up. And these scum have been harassing me very heavily because I've been away on holiday. I went to Madeira for a week, and the targeting didn't stop there. Yeah, man. It just gets you shit. Just gets you a bit depressed, man. You know what I mean? Let me just get in bed. I'm just at my mum's house at a minute. But yeah, I want to detail what happened with me and all the kind of stuff I experienced, because I want to expose these bastards. But yeah, I'll start with some other stuff. So I'm just feeling a bit down tonight. You know what I mean? Just thinking about some shit. Trying to talk. My parents, they just won't be convinced this stuff is going on. That's how I don't understand the rationale behind it. I try and tell him with research COINTELPRO. He's saying I don't believe the government does mind control. I just said research all that, and he's like, "Oh, I'll have a look," but he won't. You know what I mean? I already know he won't have a look. So I don't even have to check. But yeah, some people, I've noticed they just don't seem to have the capacity to even contemplate this as going on. They don't even. It's like something in the brain is not there. They just can't comprehend what's going on. So some people, I just don't even bother anymore. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know it's real, man. I mean, you can't tell me all the things I've experienced in my videos and everything else is all in my head. You can't tell me it's normal for me to, go out like in that video I recorded on my sunglasses before they broke, to find, immediately two one brake light cars and two one headlight cars straight there, as I knew they would be, because this is what I've been targeted with and stalked with for the past 3 years. So I'm a relatively new TI. I've only been in this program knowingly since about 2014, so I've been going through this for 3 years. Constant harassment, gang stalking, street theatre, use of, I believe, energy weapons, and voice to skull. Although I've never experienced the voice to skull, but I know they've been reading my thoughts because, they've done certain things to let me know. Street theatre, with speaking of things I've thought of, etc., etc. And if you follow my channel, you know what the kind of stuff I experience. So yeah, like I was saying before when I started this video, been to Madeira for a week, and I was thinking Madeira should be called the island of whistles and coughs, because that's all I've experienced this past week is perps doing whistles and coughs. Of course I've experienced the one headlight bandits and all that shit as well. All the same stuff I experience here, the sirens, to a lesser extent. But the main thing they do there has been walking past me, they'll cough, they'll whistle. It's been completely ridiculous. Like in the hotel I'm at, every time I went to get some food, when I was having my meal, they would cough. Yeah, they had a lot of perps here. They tried the hardest to disrupt my holiday and spoil it, because these scum, they do all that shit. They don't want you to enjoy yourself as a TI. They want you to be in a constant state of pain and sadness. The parasites, they want you to. Someone said to me he thought it seemed like they were feeding off his negative emotions, and I have to agree. They do look happy when they know you're upset, and look unhappy when you look content, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'll start with my flight here. I mean, they tried to stop the holiday at the beginning. You know how I said a while ago, if you follow my channel, how when I went to Greece, they tried to direct us down the wrong road by saying the M1 was closed when it wasn't. Well, this time they made a fake car accident. Well, not an accident, but what it said, there was a car that broke down, right? So we're going down the motorway, and you know, guess what? There's a few. I think there was a police car and an ambulance, and there was a car there. There's no need for an ambulance to be there. There was nothing going on, right? The car was off the road, so I guess they thought, okay, we've delayed the road enough, so we'll drive off. So basically, that was their attempt to make us miss the plane again, just like what happened before, but this time it was a fake car breakdown. You know, after that I went into the airport, and they did some street theatre using the police there. They had the police walk in front of me with a drugs dog, and then someone behind me, was probably a perp, was saying, oh, I bet these guys have a hard job in Amsterdam. So, you know, they're just trying to target me with the police. And after that, got on the plane, and there was these two girls, these black girls, who were sat behind me, and they kept pushing my seat. And this happened on the way back as well, but I'll get into that later. And on the plane I had constant coughing, but they kept nudging my seat, and there was no need for them to keep nudging my seat for any reason. But that was a harassment tactic they used on the plane coming there and back. So after that, you know, we got off in Madeira. Beautiful place, I recommend going, although the weather is mixed. Well, it was this time of year, but still better than British weather. Yeah, got to the hotel, and the perps were there, so I'll let you know what happened there. Well, we went to the room, and on the first night, they had this guy, right, and every night he coughed like he was dying. And I don't think it was forced, but I thought maybe they used him because of the fact he had a terrible cough. So they were like, okay, this guy, you know, can go in and disturb. So first night they had him on the room above, and I remember it sounded like he was on the room above. Yeah, so I was thinking, okay, that's above where my mum and my dad are sleeping, so they've got the wrong position. And I thought, oh, I'm kind of glad he's not on my side. I felt sorry for my mum and dad, but then the day after, guess what? They moved this guy to the room opposite me, so that I could hear the cough. So it's like they knew they'd made a mistake. So they used through wall imaging, and you know, they sent this guy to go to the other side of the room. And every single night, it was constant coughing, you know. And I eventually I had to go into my family's room to sleep there because of the noise. Yeah. So after that, basically, we went on, you know, first day we went for an explore. Before that, you know, perps were coughing as they walked past me, whistling was a constant thing that was going on, a lot. And it gets stranger, I mean, because I went to the island, there's It's like this little. I wonder if this is a common thing they do to TIs here. But I went to the island, so I went to this part of the island, and so I'm a bit tired. And they had like this graffiti, and on the graffiti there was a load of graffiti, with people's names and the usual shit you expect, like tags, or not like big graffiti, but like little shit like I love so and so, or whatever, people write down, or so and so was here. And there's just this graffiti that said, "Beware of the whistling man." And I thought, oh, so yeah, I'm not the only one that noticed that. So that's what I just kind of thought. They just said, "Beware of the whistling man." So I'm thinking, okay, I bet this shit is going on to other people then. But yeah, that is one thing they were doing, is having people come past me whistling really weirdly, like a weird kind of pitch and sound, and coughing as well. Like I'd go into the dining room of the hotel, and immediately there'd be loads of people going like that. You know what I mean? It's like timed as well. Like as soon as I stand up, they'd cough, or as soon as I enter the room, they'd cough. Shit like that. So, and I was getting the usual dirty looks that they do, and the usual hateful looks. Because one of the things they try to do is surround you with negativity. That's a common tactic used to make you feel. Because if they give you constant hateful looks, they want you to think, maybe I'm a shitty person. I see through all your shit. You're not gonna make me think I'm a shitty person. You're just trying to project yourself onto me. So fuck you, man. Just fuck all you motherfuckers, man. That's how it is. But yeah, back to Madeira. Yeah, the usual harassment in the hotel. We went on this like trip, and there was this English couple, and I thought, when they targeted me, I'm not quite sure. They're being very veiled about it, but sure enough, we went into the we had like this meal and shit, and they like gave us a bottle of wine. You know what I'm saying? For like came courtesy of the trip we were on, and one of the women just like poured some of the wine into a plastic bottle, and then she started joking like about how the police could arrest me and shit like that. But then I noticed this English couple, that person was Greek apparently, but this English couple starts mentioning, there's hidden cameras, you better be careful, there's hidden cameras, and they mentioned it a few times. So I'm thinking, okay, I was right about you. You're just saying that shit to kind of, the hidden camera shit is probably, I could be wrong, man, but I highly doubt it. I highly think that the hidden camera shit was directed at me, and they were doing a few other things on the bus. You know what I mean? That made me think I couldn't prove it, but there's just a few other things they were doing that made me think they were perps. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was just real heavy, man, with the targeting in Madeira. Really, really heavy shit. Like, the one headlight shit as well, and the one brake light as usual, but also they used the police a lot. They had the police to constantly be about where I went, and in the airport they used the police. But they had the police to, at night, you know how I say in Sheffield how they turn the siren on and turn it off? They were doing that there as well. They were doing that. Usually at times when I headed out, there's the usual woo, like that. They'd turn the siren off and then turn it off. So I turn the siren on and then turn it off, you know what I mean? So it's just a psyops. It's one of the things they've done to me. And if you are experiencing this is basically why they do it, is to increase your fight or flight feeling, and to make you feel paranoid, to make you feel like the police are coming to arrest you and shit. And it's a common tactic that they use when their targeting is not very successful. They will try and use the police to put that feeling in you again. So they'll have the police, and the police start parking up, outside my hotel and shit like that. Well, just up the street from it. It's just stuff like that, you know what I mean? They're just using them constantly. Yeah. So fast forward a bit. I think of the other stuff that they did. Some of the shit they did today, like coming back on the plane, like saying idiot behind me and stupid and shit like that. So that kind of shit. Spitting, yeah, that was one thing they were doing as well. They were having people to spit on the floor as they walked past me. So I just returned the favour, you know what I mean? Like, fuck you, motherfuckers. But they were having people spit and shit, and a lot. That's another. It's coming back a bit now because they did so much, man. There's like a lot to think of. But they had like t-shirts and shit. One of them t-shirts saying, I was in the dining room the other day and they had a t-shirt saying, "Your life is a joke." You know what I mean? There's a woman in there with a t-shirt saying, "Your life is a joke." And I had other t-shirts like, I think one said "end" or something like that. So it's like saying they want me to end. A few other t-shirts like saying, I'm trying to think of them because there's quite a few. The most notable one I remember was "Your life is a joke." I just laughed at that, because it's like I'm thinking, okay, my life's a joke. Well, what's your life then? Look at you. Am I the one following someone across the country? Because there was a lot of English people involved in this shit, and Scottish as well, but mostly English, and of course local pubs, Portuguese pubs, because Madeira's owned by Portugal. But all apart from the pubs, people there are very friendly, you know what I mean? It's a nice place apart from the pubs. But yeah, they were using the t-shirts to target with the little slogans and shit. Yeah. I think another one, I can't remember what it said, but it basically said, and that was it, "End now," something like that. "End now," or "This ends now," I think. It's just like saying, they want it to end, want me to end. It's like, I'm not ending. You're gonna end first. If you're in this program, they all use shirts to try and insult you with. Another shirt I noticed the other day was James Bond 007, and I think that's been targeting me because my name's James, and the 7 may be targeting me because I was having a discussion with another TI about the godly elements of that number. So I'm thinking maybe they're targeting me with that number to let me know they're following that. I could be wrong, mind, because James Bond is very popular, but if that's just the vibe I got about it. But all the other stuff like the "Your life is a joke," I mean, who wears that kind of t-shirt? Come on, in the dining room, come on. That's not normal, you know what I mean? To wear a t-shirt saying "Your life is a joke," that's a deliberate insult. I mean, it may have been in response because I wore a t-shirt with Che Guevara on, so maybe they didn't like that. So they thought, okay, we're gonna get in on the t-shirts and we're gonna wear t-shirts to target back or whatever. So, my t-shirt said Che Guevara on it and it said "freedom, freedom, freedom" below it. I don't give a fuck, I like to, like, I've got another t-shirt that says "disobey." You know what I mean? I like to target them with t-shirts back. I might get a t-shirt with a middle finger up at some point, I don't know. I'll see how I feel. But, t-shirt with a revolutionary on saying "freedom" is gonna piss them off. Because these people, they don't want freedom, they want control, and they want this world to be a prison for your mind, your body, and your soul. So, you know, that ain't gonna happen. I'll be dead before that happens. You can lock me up, but you won't have my soul or my mind. You know. And I'm gonna fight. I'll fight to the death before you have my body either. So, just to be aware of that. But yeah, it's crazy, man. These people are crazy. The lengths they go to target you is beyond belief. Like, an example is on my flight back today. So I'm on the plane and I go on the plane. Even in the fucking check-in through security, they had a guy targeting me, coughing behind me, and they had a guy targeting me. Well, actually, I'll get onto that, but they had guys targeting me just going through check-in, and they made sure to have a person behind my seat, like I said before, who were pushing my seat. So I'm sat down, and this guy is fiddling with the seat and pushing the seat. So I turned around and said, "Can you stop pushing my seat, please?" And he don't say nothing. So then he just double coughs me, and then does it a bit less. So what I start doing is every time he messes with my seat, I like sit up and like sit back on the seat, so the seat slams back, you know what I mean? So his hands are gonna get whacked. He didn't fucking like that. He stopped doing it then so much, and they started doing the coughing. So I started doing the coughing, you know, and I start banging the seat. So I could hear him behind me going like that, like this shit is really getting to him. You know what I mean? And they thought, okay, alright, we're gonna do this instead. So they started getting people to walk past, going, you know, as soon as they walk past me and looking at me. But then this guy, man, is like, he knew when he would be. He knew he couldn't stop me. It's like every time I had this book, right, and every time I'm trying to read, this motherfucker start fucking with my seat, like poking my seat, and then he'd cough. He kept doing. After that, he started coughing, like going, and then at the same time he coughed, he'd push my seat. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, and I'll just bang my seat like right hard back every time he did it. Didn't like that shit. Did not like that shit, I tell you now. But you target me, I'll target you back. Eye for an eye, that's how I'm living with these motherfuckers, man. Eye for an eye. Cough for a cough. You know? Fuck you motherfuckers, man. That's how I feel. Suck a dick, man. You're not fucking thinking you can target me and not be targeted back. You know, you can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen, bitch. That's how it is. You wanna fuck with me, I wanna fuck with you. Fucking faggot. I'm like coming back on this journey off plane, I'm sticking my middle finger at you motherfuckers and you cars. But yeah, man, back to like the plane. That's like, they've got this motherfucker, right? And I'm getting off the plane. I've gone full security and everything. They got this motherfucker behind me, coughing, man, like double coughing. So I just spit at the ground, and then he coughs again. So I spit at the ground again. Like, just go into the fucking car. They got a motherfucker to target me. Like, just going from the airport to the car park with my family, they got this motherfucker to target me. That's the lengths these motherfuckers go. That's how far they go to target you. Just to target you. You wouldn't be amazed the lengths these people go. There's no limit. You know, you go up a mountain, and if they know you're there, they'll go up that mountain to target you. Literally. Or they'll send a fucking helicopter or a plane or something to fucking target you with. It's crazy, man. Shit's just crazy, man. Even as a TI for fucking 3 years, man, it's hard to believe. I think in like 20 years time, I'll still be thinking, these motherfuckers, man. I'll just be thinking, these motherfuckers are crazy, man. I'll just be like, I can't believe the shit these motherfuckers do. It's like, it's almost comedic to me to think how far these motherfuckers go to target. It is comedic. It's not almost comedic. It is comedic. When you think that they'll go so far, and pathetic as well. Not just comedic, but they'll go so far to research and find out the exact seat I sit on. So they'll have a perv sat right behind my seat just to push my seat, just to cough behind my seat. That's how far these motherfuckers go. That's how it's just fucking crazy, man. It's just fucking crazy how far these motherfuckers go, man. There's just no limits. There's no fucking limits to how far these motherfuckers will go to fucking try and harass you. It's just ridiculous shit. Yeah, it's shit. Yeah, I'm back in Britain now. Like I said, I'll be back exposing these motherfuckers, man. I don't know what's happened since I've been out of it for a week. Well, I've not been out of it. I've still been being targeted, just in another country. But I hope everyone in the UK is doing good against these bastards in Ireland and America and whatnot, because that's one thing. I get a lot of people, well, not a lot, but I got one person come to my channel saying, we need to protest, we need to go outside and do this shit, but it's like, it's time for a revolution, man. It's not time to protest, it's time to fight these motherfuckers, man. That's what I feel, man. I'm not, you want to go to the government and beg for this program to be stopped, man. If you want to do that, that's cool, but I'm gonna fight this shit, man, peacefully. But if I'm forced, I'm gonna fight physically too. You wanna oppress me, man, I'm gonna fight you. Even if it kills me, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna get other people to fight you too. So, that's why I'm not into going to, I don't want to go outside the BBC and protest, because the BBC are involved in this shit. The BBC are controlled by the government, man. Daft, man. I'm not going to the BBC for shit, man. I'm not going outside the motherfucking House of Parliament waving some placards saying target individual. I'm not mocking you, by the way, but it's just like shit, man. It's like, I'm not going to go to my enemy's castle and beg for them to stop sieging my castle. I'm going to defend my castle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to the government for them to beg to them to stop my targeting. I'm not going to beg for my targeting to stop. I'm not going to protest or some shit like that. I'm going to keep doing my YouTube shit. We need to fight this. We don't need no government, man. That's what you need to realize. We don't need a government. We don't need nothing. No, we don't need no Freemasons. We don't need no fucking, councils. We don't need no motherfucking army or air force or navy. All we need is us. We don't need a motherfucking system, right? All we need is human beings. We don't need this shit. So I'm not going to the fucking House of Parliament or BBC or whatever, some protesting, man. Because to me that's some bullshit, man. That's going to my enemy's door. Then they aren't gonna do shit. They're probably gonna just point the fingers at me like, that motherfucker's crazy, man. And they're gonna laugh, man. So it's like, fuck this shit, man. You know what I mean? Not that I care what these motherfuckers think, but it's not gonna achieve nothing, man. Where we achieve something is by reaching out to the community and exposing this shit. I mean, I'm not the most social person, but I don't like human beings much, I'll be honest with you. But I'll try and get in touch with people. The reason I don't like human beings much is because most of them are pretty brainwashed and stupid, and they would just laugh at me as even try and expose this shit. You know what I mean? it's like, all I'm saying is, don't go to the government to try and stop this program, because they're not going to stop it, right? You need to overthrow this government or dissolve this government to stop this program. The easiest way is not even by fighting, it's by giving nothing to this government but contempt, right? And what I mean by that is, don't show them love, don't support them, don't join them, don't become a police officer, don't become, don't go in the army, don't go in the Air Force, don't let them have a navy. If you don't join them, how are they gonna have power? Do you see where I'm coming from? The less people that join them, the less power they have, the more power you have. And that's what they fear, because these people are slave drivers, man. And slave drivers are cowards. They hide behind the whip, man. But the whip is easy to avoid. This whip is whipping your mind, man. Your mind is being whipped by the slave driver into, believing that if you join the army, you'll be the best. Or believing that you be in the RAF, you'll be so fly. I saw the disgusting posters these motherfuckers post, man, like with the fucking army, like saying, oh, make new friends, feel like a team. No, you don't feel like a team working for the government. They'll ship you to fucking Afghanistan or Iraq or Iran, because that's probably next on the list, and you'll be in fucking desert somewhere holding one of their rifles, because you can't own their rifle. You lent their rifle. They don't even let you carry a weapon to keep to defend yourself with. You'll temporarily lend their rifle or whatever to do their killing, because these people are too scared to even do it themselves. You give Tony Blair or fucking David Cameron a rifle and ship that motherfucker to the Middle East, man. Let's see how long that motherfucker lasts, man. It won't last 5 minutes. That's the kind of, these people that got no backbone, man. They got no fucking backbone, no nothing. So what I'm saying is, don't join these motherfuckers' councils, man. Don't fucking join their motherfucking police. Don't fucking join their Air Force or Army. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. We don't need a police force. We don't need a fucking army, man. We don't need fucking council. We don't need fucking government, man. Don't become an MP. Just let this whole thing collapse on itself. Let it be destroyed. Don't join it. Let only the fools join it. Then the fools will tear it apart. And then they'll get desperate saying, oh, well, you have to join the army. Then resist that shit. They can't. If they want to kill you, then they lose their army. Don't be scared of these motherfuckers. That's what they did in World War II when they forced you to enlist. They forced you to fight in their wars. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. Fight in the war, but fight it on your doorstep. If they're trying to take you to fucking, it's like Ice Cube say when he said something in one of his songs, like, they want to ship me off to, and now they want to ship me off to Iraq. How much shit can a brother take? You know what I mean? It's like not only are you being oppressed, they want to fucking get you to fight their wars. It's like they oppress you, then like, oh, okay, can you fight this shit for us? Then the motherfuckers be like, no man, I'm not fighting that bullshit. And then they try and brainwash you by saying, yo, join the RAF, and you'll get all this shit, or join the army and you'll be the best. You know what I mean? You'll be the best thing in the world, and you'll make new friends. You'll do this and that and that and that. Shit's a joke, man. And I can't believe one time I even believed this bullshit, man. Motherfuckers need to wake the fuck up, man. You're in La La Land, man. Just like that fucking thing, when they accidentally said that thing in the Oscars when that film called La La Land. That's where you motherfuckers are, man. I think that's a sign. Take that as a sign, man, because that's where you motherfuckers are. All you motherfuckers in the Oscars that are rich, you're in La La Land. You're in fucking La La Land. Fucking hell, man. Motherfuckers think shit's so sweet and nice. Man. Shit is fucked up, man. But, you know, you can give a fool in a desert water and you throw it away, you know what I mean? That's what it is, man. You can't make a fool drink water. I'm giving you water. I tried giving my family water, but they won't drink it. You know, even if I throw it on them, they won't drink knowledge. They'd rather pretend like everything's nice and the government's really not evil and that the world's not in a dire state that it is when it is in a dire. I mean, I watched a program about look what they're doing in Africa, man. They've got children digging for fucking what's it called, cobalt for fucking smartphone. Your smartphones are being fucking, their batteries in your smartphone, the chemicals from that are being dug by little kids, man. This is how evil this world is becoming. If you don't believe me, it was on BBC, do a search on it. Yeah, children mining for cobalt. That's that's your world. This is the New World Order. New World Order's here, man. A few people have said that, but the New World Order's been here, man. It's been, and it's not as bad as it wanted, but it's getting worse. So next time you have your iPhone out, think, where did that battery come from? Shit's terrible, man. But I guess on a positive side, well, what little positive side there is on the mining side, they're looking after each other to make a living independently, but they're being played by this system. But that's what this system does, man. Just like with the soldiers, man, it'll take from you, use you and take from you and chuck you in the trash. That's what happens to all these veterans, man. You come back and they chuck you in the trash, man. A lot of these veterans are TIs. I remember doing a search and they were talking about veterans being gang stalked in the UK. You know, ex-soldiers being gang stalked. So, you know, they see you as disposable. You know, just like, like how a new fighter jet is invented to replace the old one, or a new tank. That's basically how they see you. You like, once you're out of date, motherfuckers will chuck you in the trash, man, or recycle you. You know what I mean? That's how these motherfuckers see you. They don't see you as people. They see you as resources. You know, like in work where they have human resources. They see you as a resource, not as a human. So think that shit through, man. Think that shit through. It's fucked up, man. They don't see you as a human being. They see you as a resource, and once they can get no resource from you, they'll leave you. And it's all about taking from you, leaving you with nothing. So on that note, I'm gonna end this recording, and I hope you think some of the things I've said through. Even some of you perps, man, you should think some of the things I've said through. Because I hate you perps, but if you stop being a perp, I don't hate you. You know what I mean? But if you wanna continue being used, that's fine. You know, if you wanna continue getting paid to oppress other people, then that's cool. You know, I'll keep fighting you. You know, I'll kill you if I have to, man. I don't want it to get like that. But if you try and hurt me, you know, then that's how it'd be. But yeah, it's basically how it is, man. Think about some of the shit I've said anyway. So yeah.